They are, my lord, without the palace gates.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and his royalty of nature reigns which would be feared. This much he dares. And to that dauntless of his mind, he hath the wisdom that doth guide his valor. To act in safely, there is none but he, whose being do I fear, and under him my genius is rebunked. And it is said, Mark Antony was by Caesar, he chid the sisters, when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like, they hailed him his father, a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren spectre in my gripe. Thence to be wrecked with an unannealed hand, no son of mine succeeding, if it be so. For Banquo's issue have I filled my mind, and the gracious Duncan I have murdered. Put rancors in vessel of my peace, only for them, and mine eternal jewel, given to the common enemy of man, to make him kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to utterance. Who's there? Servant, now stay at the door, and stay there till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was so please your highness.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he in the times past which held you. So under fortune which you thought had been our innocent self, this made good to you in our last conference, past in probation with you. How you were borne in hands, how crossed the instruments who wrought with them, and all things else that might, to half a soul and to a notion crazed, say, this did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you let this go? Are you so gospelled to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath blowed you to the grave, and beggar yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
I in the catalogue ye go for men, as hounds and greyhounds, mongrel spaniels, curs, shrouds, water rugs, and demi-wolves are cleft. All by the name of dogs in value file, distinguishes the swift, the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, every one, according to the gift which spontaneous nature hath in him closed, whereby he does receive. Particular addition from the bill, that writes them all so alike, and so of men. Now, if you have a station in the file, not I, the worst rank of manhood, safe, and I will put that business in your bosom. With execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart and love of us, who wears our health, but sickly in his life, which in his death ye are perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless what I do despite the world.
And I another, so weary, with disasters tugged with fortune, that I would set my lie on any chance to mend it or be rid on't.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So, he is mine, in such bloody distance, that every minute of his being thrust against my nearest of life, though I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight, and bid with my avouch it. Yet I must not, for certain friends that are both his and mine, whose love I may not drop and wail his fall, who I myself struck down, and thence it is, that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye, for such weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Through our lives,
your spite shines through you. In this hour at most, I will advise you where to plant yourselves, acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time. The moment onst forced must be done tonight, and something from the palace always thought that I require clearness, and with him to leave no rubs nor botches in the work. Fleance, his son that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourself apart. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight, abide within. It is concluded, Banquo, thy soul's flight. If it find heaven, must find it out tonight.